You're listening to the Collected Podcast, bringing you inspiration and resources to help you discover and live from your truest self. Follow along on social media at Collected Workshops, and be sure to visit thecollectedpodcast.com for show notes and to learn more.
Welcome to Season 2, Episode 16 of the Collected Podcast. I'm Michaela Hooper.
I'm Jess Biondo.
And I'm Tia McNelly. Well, folks, you've got just the three of us today. We are so pumped to give you kind of a mid-COVID-19 quarantine life update and just spend some time chatting, the three of us. You know, we haven't been able to meet face-to-face, which has super sucked. I have not enjoyed not being able to be with you two girls.
I know.
Oh, but I'm so glad to be able to see your face on Zoom and hang out. Patrons, you're going to get the full Zoom video. So if you're not a patron, maybe now's a great time to sign up. You become one and you can see our faces and the way we interact together.
Yeah.
So
fun.
We just finished recording the next 4 episodes. And teaser, they are amazing. Not because of us. We're blessed with such incredible powerhouse guests who each have such amazing stories and testimonies. And so the next month and a half, 2 months of episodes that we'll be rolling out, I am super, super excited for. So stay tuned for that.
Me too.
Yeah, deep wells. Like, when you're just like, wow, that was like amazing. And I can't believe they had all of that to say. And then there was just more. And it's like, wow, thank you, Lord.
Yeah.
Just overflowing with goodness.
And you know, it's crazy because we were forced to kind of like figure out a different way to record because of the shelter in place order. And so, you know, this was one of those happy accidents where we realized we really enjoy being able to see our remote guests on video. So I think that's going to be something that we keep from here on out because there's just nothing like face-to-face. We always say that with our face-to-face guests when they come to the studio, but this is a nice second best to that, I guess, huh?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's been really fun.
So I guess along those lines of accommodations needing to be made due to COVID, how are you guys doing throughout this whole process? Tia, you moved.
I did. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I was like, I know. Let's just uproot our whole family and go to a different place to shelter.
Yeah.
No,
gave you something to do.
Yeah, it did. It actually did.
True.
So having the kids home, because, you know, they're highly capable at this point. They're both teenagers. And it gave them something to look forward to because that new home that we moved into is right on Lake Norman. And so they can go out to the lake. In fact, they may be out there right now. They can go out to the lake anytime they want. The dog has a yard to play in now. You know, we were in a townhouse before. There's a little bit more space. This is our guest room that I'm in right now. If anybody ever comes to stay at my house, this is your room. So it's been weird too. Because right as COVID started, I started doing some private duty nursing. And so that was extra complicated and different for me because I haven't been in the nursing world in 12 years, I think. So that was kind of wild. And then on top of all that, you guys, a lot has happened in the last 6 weeks. So my mom, her name is Sheila. She has multiple myeloma and it's been very like controlled for the last 10 years. 10 years living with cancer. So imagine that. That definitely is like mounting tension as the years go on for her, for sure, awaiting treatment. So there were some recent developments and we found out that she is going to have to start chemotherapy next week. And so I would be so grateful if our audience would join our community in praying for my mom. Again, her name's Sheila. She's starting chemotherapy for multiple myeloma. And in the end, she's going to have some stem cell transplants, and it's going to be kind of a long road. And I just really pray for pain relief and peace and protection from side effects from those harsh medicines and, you know, full healing, no more cancer in Jesus' name. So I would love it if you guys would join me. I haven't really had much going on.
No, nothing.
What about
at
you
all.
guys? Mick, how have you been doing?
I mean, honestly, this has been a challenging season for me, on various levels, which, for the sake of time, I won't go into too much detail, but, I think it's just been a time of really like knowing what it means to have the Lord near.
That's good.
And like leaning into that, and partly because I have felt alone, just like internally. I've had awesome people around me, and I'm so thankful. But, just really like being challenged to lean into him in that way and trust that he is near, and feeling some of the uncertainty, and yet knowing that our circumstances don't have to cause us to waver, and they don't change who he is. Like, he is not uncertain, that
Amen.
He's faithful. And but I've had some low points for sure. But I've also seen the Lord's goodness, and I would I wouldn't want to miss saying that the Lord has been good, and seeing his goodness in the midst of this time. So, I just, we don't know what the days ahead look like, but he does. And he's always faithful to see us through. So in the midst of some of the things that I've felt, and that I've been navigating, like, he made us to feel, but our feelings are not meant to define who we are. So
that's good.
And what he has in front of us. And I think that has been something that I've been wrestling with. I know I can't just say that flippantly, but it's because I've been in the midst of it. But they don't define who I am, and don't define his purpose and his plan for my life. So I pray that encourages somebody.
Yeah.
So
I'm encouraged.
Good.
Thank you.
Good.
Yeah.
What about you, Jess?
It was an adjustment moving to e-learning and not being in the classroom, but it was like, it's nice to have that as something to do. I'm very, very thankful. Our students in middle school, we had a 1-to-1 laptop program. So all of our students have their computers, and we transitioned seamlessly into e-learning, and we have our daily schedule, and they still come to social studies every day. And I love teaching from my living room.
I'm sure.
I bet.
Especially with middle schoolers. I bet it smells better.
It smells great. It smells like anthropology every day.
Oh my gosh.
Volcano scent. Personal favorite.
Best.
But then, so I'm cruising along, getting a good routine. It's amazing how much less stress you feel when you literally have no FOMO. It's like, I'm not missing out on anything. I can just be fully present where I am.
Yeah.
So, as much as I miss the social life and seeing my friends, it has been a nice, like, exhale of just rest and kind of be in a different season, which you typically wouldn't be in this time of year. The end of a school year is usually insane for me. And so to have it be such a slower pace was feeling really good. And then I hit a bit of a snag. So I've mentioned a few times on the podcast my autoimmune issues, and nobody really knows what I have. Just weird. My body just kind of attacks itself sometimes. And this happened a few weeks ago where it came on out of nowhere, super fast. And I was out for the count for like 2 weeks. It was not COVID. I had no COVID symptoms. Confirmed, not COVID. But I ended up having about 50 ulcers in my mouth. And I couldn't talk for or eat for about 10 days. And that was a whole nother level of isolation that I wasn't prepared for. But again, it ended up being so good. I mean, it was so painful. Like I've never really experienced anything that painful before, especially for such an extended time. But the only thing that would soothe me, there were like 3 days straight where I just like laid on the couch and I didn't move because if I kept my mouth completely still, it hurt less. And I just listened to worship music for hours.
Wow.
And when in your life do you have time to do something like that? Like,
Right.
I couldn't talk to anybody. My go-to if I'm feeling lonely or like I need something is just to fill my life with people. And I can still do that over the phone or a Zoom call. And, you know, so I've still been able to do that. So it was like, not that the Lord afflicted me with that, but
No.
he really used it as a wake-up call of like, okay, Jess, even though the world is shut down, you are still seeking people first to fill the need you have.
Wow.
To feel needed and wanted and valued. And so I couldn't talk.
Wow.
So that makes phone conversations very difficult.
Wow.
So it ended up being a really, really good time. I pray I never go back to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm taking those lessons and going to apply them without the mouth sores.
Yes. Very
yeah.
good.
Yeah. But it was also just that reminder when I was in that of like how many people out there are suffering, especially if they're sick with COVID. And like my symptoms were different and my issues were different, but just that kind of reminder of like, I don't know, people out there are really, really suffering and to not like brush that aside. Because I think it's easy to do when I'm just home all the time and it's a sunny day and I don't know. So I've been trying to like stay connected to what's really happening in the world, even though I feel very isolated.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. So that's actually, I love that. I'll ask another question of us, like, what is God showing us in this time? What is it that, like, where are you in the Word? What are you reading? What's He talking to you about? Which, Jess, I feel like you just kind of gave that. So, Mick, what about you?
Yeah.
Oh, and I have another answer too, but I just don't want to talk twice in a row.
Oh,
Okay.
no, that's fine. Yes, talk again, Jess.
We like to listen.
No, I think, you know, I said a little bit of what I felt like the Lord has been, what He's been moving in my heart. But I also think like, you know, I think this time has really, it has shed light even on some things that I have been dependent upon instead of really relying solely on the Lord. And even things that I maybe have not fully grieved, like I haven't invited Him into those areas. And I've been reading a lot of the Psalms, and that has been huge for me. I have this little devotional book, which I don't read from devotional books very often, if I'm honest. But like this one's always been something. Somebody gave it to me a couple years ago, and I've been reading through it a lot more during this time, and it's been really profound, speaking to me in profound ways, and specifically through the Psalms. You know, just like the response is praise so often, but then in the midst of it, there's lamenting and there's the reality that, you know, not everything was easy going for the writers of the Psalms. And so I'm thankful for that. But yeah, I think that's been something really, it's been interesting, like things that I didn't realize maybe that I didn't realize I hadn't invited the Lord into fully in some areas of grief, and just like letting Him meet me in that. And it's been powerful. So,
Wow.
yeah.
That reminds me.
Pretty amazing that you mentioned the Psalms, because I've also been going through the Psalms.
Awesome.
When Shelter in Place started, I decided I was going to study a psalm a day and really dig in. Well, I've done 7.
Good work.
I don't even know how many days we've been sheltering in place, but it's a lot more than 7. But even in that, I feel like God's been showing me really cool things and themes, like Michaela was saying. And one thing that when I was doing Psalm 3, this was like this huge epiphany moment as I was like reading through and like praying through it. I realized this list of all the promises of what God does and then the things that we do. So here are the things that God does in this chapter. He shields me, he bestows glory, he lifts up my head, he answers, he wakes me, he sustains me, he arises, he delivers, he strikes my enemies, and he blesses his people. That's a big, long list.
Yeah.
All I'm required to do is cry out, wake up, and fear not.
Dang.
Like, that's
on.
all I do in the chapter. And again, God shields, bestows, lifts up, answers, wakes, sustains, arises, delivers, strikes my enemies, and blesses.
Wow.
All I have to do is cry out to him, freaking wake up, and then not fear.
Yeah, girl.
And he does everything else. So even wake up doesn't really count because he is the one who wakes me.
Right. Well,
Yeah.
I think that might be like become aware.
Yes. Like, wake up to this. Yeah. So that to me just felt very profound of like, it like he does the heavy lifting. We just have to cry out to him, wake up to who he is, and then not fear.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because of who he is, we can, have that confidence.
That's good.
Tia, what about you?
Well, so Michaela, you were talking about like things that you relied on instead of the Lord. And that reminded me. So I'm reading one of our past guests, Lisa Whittle, has a new book, Jesus Over Everything. Is that backwards? I don't know if that's backwards.
No.
But
it
says
good.
Jesus Over Everything. And that book has been, I mean, I'm just like barely into it. It has been with me. Like I've carried it so many different places, wanting to read it, and just am now finding the peace and quiet and like, okay, I can actually read a book. I mean, I read the word every day, but it really addresses the things that we place in a place of importance over Jesus, or that we rely on, or the habits, these go-to habits that just squelch Christ in our lives. So I highly recommend that book, first of all. And then in the Word, since the fall, I have been kind of at a Jess pace, working my way straight through cover to cover, the whole Bible. And so I am in 1 Samuel now, and I feel like every single nuance of the story is screaming at me. And I've added a lot of it to the collected book proposal, like really good, solid biblical connection to concepts within Collected's content. And I got a very clear, 2 things I'll share from that, a very clear message last week from chapter, I think it was chapter 15 or 16, 14 maybe, of 1 Samuel, that partial obedience is disobedience. When Saul went out to absolutely annihilate, was it the Philistines? No, I don't even remember. Probably they were the bad guys of the day. That's who who keeps coming after the Israelites over and over again. But when he went out, God specifically told Saul to go and kill everyone, all the livestock, completely obliterate the people and everything they had. He spared the king and brought him back, and he spared the best of the livestock as a sacrifice to God, thinking, oh, my idea is better than what God told me to do. Like, oh, I know. Instead of obeying, I'll just bring back all this beautiful livestock as a sacrifice to the Lord. And he was dealing with the prophet Samuel. And Samuel was like, okay, well, if you're not going to take care of this, I will. And he like cut the king to pieces right then and there. And I'm like, oh, okay. So it's like our pastor violently destroying a human in front of our eyes, which is like hard to imagine. And it's so strange to think that like he was the Lord's messenger and that the Lord would want to like destroy a people. And I really, like wrestled with God's character and unchanging nature and his sovereignty. And that's all fine. Like, I'm okay with not having answers to some of my questions. That's mystery is something I'm very okay with. I definitely want to seek understanding there. But the bigger picture from that section of it was Saul's partial obedience led to his failure and eventually his removal as king and the removal of the Lord's presence from him. So yeah, that I guess is my rounded answer to what God has really been having sinking into me is partial obedience is disobedience. And then another cool thing, actually, that I think it was just today that I got to. No, yesterday. When this is all still Saul and David. When Saul started pursuing David in 1 Samuel 20, the men that David recruited to kind of be on his team, so to speak, as he ran from Saul, it lists them as the desperate, the in debt, and the discontented. Those were the men who followed David immediately. They were stuck. All of the people who were ready to take a risk and speak out against the king that, P.S., they demanded of God, they were all stuck. They were either, what did it say, desperate, in debt, or discontented. Wow. And I feel like that is such a huge part of our message is helping people get unstuck. If you want a freebie from Collected, you can look for our Kingdom Culture article. You can just go to collectedworkshops.com and find that. What are you going to say, Mick?
Okay, so crazy. I love how the Lord does this. But something that he's been speaking to me about this time that we're in right now is that one of the fruits that will come from it is boldness. And that people will be more bold with their relationships, with generosity, communication, love, you name it. Like there's just this overarching boldness that people are going to start operating in. And I was like, I want to share that. And then as you're talking, I'm like, oh my gosh, like that's like kind of what has happened is like we're in this space where everything is slowed down and there's indebtedness and desperation and all of that.
Yeah.
And it's like it puts a fire under us.
Yeah.
It fuels something. It causes, things to be ways of response that maybe wouldn't normally be the way of response.
Right.
So
and I think we're being called to boldly become unstuck.
Yes.
And that looks like, for those people, it was like, well, this guy has proven character and integrity. He is coming against the king that has put us in these desperate, indebted, and discontented states. So let's follow him. And so I think that there are leaders that are rising up to help people get unstuck right now, too.
Yeah.
It's wild.
So good.
Yeah. Wow. What else should we say?
I know. It's been so good to update with you guys.
Seriously.
I
want to tell you about one thing. So I got this for my birthday.
For those of you who remember this is a podcast, it says 1 line a day.
A day, yes.
It's a little journal.
She's showing you.
I'm showing. So you have to be a patron to see how pretty it is. But
it is
my BFF
pretty.
Krista gave me this little 1 line a day journal. And it's so cool because it's like a 5-year journal and you just write in the year and you write just a few words about each day. It is the coolest thing. And I can't wait to go back through it next year. So, Krista, thank you. P.S. Did y'all catch I turned 40?
You did. 40. We had a drive-by birthday party.
It was awesome.
It was amazing.
I'm so grateful for y'all.
So
we're grateful for you.
Yeah. So that's one great thing in your life. Mm-hmm. Of the many.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, let's end with that. The high,
what else?
A great
what's
thing
going
in
great
life.
in your life? My kids are awesome. I'll say that. I know I'm going to probably get some like very angry notes from people, but I love quarantine. I love my kids being forced to be home. I love being at home. I am so sad about everything that's going on in the world outside these four walls. It is devastating, and I do not mean to minimize that in any way, shape, or form. But for the connection in my own family, like my girls discovered that they're best friends. Aww. And I couldn't ask for anything more than that. So they keep me entertained. They're hilarious. They're nuts. There's just, I just love being here with them. That's going great in my life.
I love it.
Yes. Something great for me is my relationship. We've been together almost a year now.
Woohoo!
And I feel like going through something like this can really make you or break you. He's the one person I see. And we're like sheltering in place at two separate places. And we just kind of go back and forth, but then still sleep at our own places. So we thought as long as we're the only ones we're seeing, it's fine.
Yeah.
Totally.
But he's just been such a blessing. I mean, when I was sick, he brought me, things I needed and just took care of me. And it was very sweet. And this whole time, like we just haven't gotten sick of each other.
Yeah.
And I just still want to see him all the time. So
that's very good.
It's been good.
That's so good. That's so good. I would say probably for me is just like some of the interactions that I've had with people surrounding me, but even like people that I haven't talked to in a long time, that I feel like the Lord's been rekindling some friendships, and that's been so sweet. Like,
that is sweet.
I mean, just like things that with people that I haven't talked to in a long time, but it's like through, Marco Polo or Zoom or, and you're getting reconnected. I'm just getting reconnected with people, and it's been such a beautiful gift for me, and also just the Lord's provision, like in ways that I'm like, wow, like Lord, I know He's my provider, but I've just seen it in ways where I'm like, wow, you're such an abundant provider.
Yeah,
like on the day to the everyday, like it's just. Yeah. That's so...
Same. I'll say same
so
on
great.
That over here.
Yeah.
No doubt. Well, hey, we ran a social media campaign right at the beginning of COVID because we were thinking, okay, if little organizations and ministries like us are struggling, we know that others must be too. And so we wanted for people who are big fans of small businesses and ministries to give a shout out, and a lot of them did. And we even said, if you want to throw some dollar bills our way to help sustain us, we will throw some on-air love in the direction of your favorite ministry or business. And so it was super fun to get these requests. And we had two that actually paid for us to highlight one business and one nonprofit. Yeah. So we're excited to do that.
Yeah. So today we are sponsored first by Block Lake Norman and Block Charlotte. And if you're not from this area or you haven't heard of Block yet, it stands for Building Life on Community. And they have two separate locations. And it's just this incredible fitness facility. Dance classes, plyometric classes, like station classes. I don't know what all the technical terms are, but so high energy, so much fun, and really such an incredible community of people. I mean, that's where Tia and I met.
Yeah.
Years and years ago. And just a really, really great place for fitness, but also fellowship. So we want to send out some love to them. Follow them at block.lkn or at block.charlotte. And block
that's BLOC.
BLOC. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if you need a new fitness community, even during this time, I know they're doing Zoom classes and all the things to still keep the business running. So you don't have to wait until the stay-at-home order is lifted. You can check them out now and start working out in your living room.
An amazing deal too for new members. It's only $69.95 a month. I mean, to get a full service fitness studio for that amount is insane these days.
Unlimited classes.
Unlimited classes. It's such a good value. All three of us work out at Block and love it. And so thank you to the community member who wants to remain anonymous, who gave a shout out and sponsored this. We'll call it ad, but really it's just us sharing our love for that business. So.
Yeah.
And then the other one was
ICU Talks.
Who we love. We absolutely love.
And our very own Tia has actually spoken at one of their events and will again. But it's an amazing space that they provide for people to come and share their stories about how God has redeemed them. Yeah. And it happens every month. And it's literally a time for people to come and listen, but also to share and to experience freedom, whether it's through their sharing or through listening to someone share their story. So we just, we've had Kim Honeycutt, who oversees ICU Talks, on the podcast. So go back and listen to her episode. It's phenomenal. She is passionate and on fire for seeing people restored. And also
she's hilarious.
Oh my gosh.
She's hilarious.
So funny. But yeah, just giving people space to share their story and to have healing and to just be vulnerable. So we just celebrate ICU Talks, and we hope that if you need that space, please go and support what is happening there, because it's really amazing. So.
And they are holding online events during this time. Right. So ICU Talks, I think they coined themselves as a mental health speaking ministry. And so they really are addressing stories of restoration and healing, and like you were saying, Michaela, just the way that God has used struggle in their lives. And so, it's an incredible ministry and an incredible community of people who are breaking down stigmas around mental health issues. And please follow them on social media, because they are an enormous resource, and they are always there if somebody needs someone to talk to. I know that Kim is also involved with Run for Your Life, which is a suicide prevention organization, and they are passionate about suicide prevention after having lost one of their own to mental health struggles. And so, please go check out ICU Talks. Go and watch some of their online events that they're doing. And we can link to my talk when I spoke there as well. It's on YouTube. You can just search it too.
And our final small business is this incredible hand letterer.
She's adorable.
Just kidding. It's me. So I still do have my little side hustle, Sprezza Foundry. SPREZZA Foundry on Instagram. And I have a lot of extra time on my hands. So if you need a custom commission, a big canvas with the Waymaker lyrics, I just did one of those.
So cool.
Anything you need as you're just stuck at home, staring at your walls, redecorating in your mind, feel free to reach out to me. Like I said, I have a lot of extra time on my hands, and I've been trying a lot of new creative, fun projects. So I'd love to collaborate with you and make your vision a reality.
Love it.
So good.
Awesome. So
thank
good.
you guys for just jumping in on that opportunity to support local businesses. And we too value your support. So if you are not a patron, we'd love for you to be a patron and support us, whether it's with $1 or X
I don't know,
amount,
$1,000.
Yeah. But again, we value that because we know that it's so important for us as people to give a yes to something that we're passionate about, and we want to see change happen because of that. So
Yeah.
And this deal's still on the table. If there is a small business or ministry that you love, any donation of $50 or more gets us talking. So we would love for your suggestions. And we know that when you guys are passionate about something, we're going to learn about it and we're going to become passionate too. And so we can't wait to learn about the things that you care about. And we're looking forward to hearing from you. You can email your suggestions to hello@collectedworkshops.com and we will respond to you and let you know how to give. You can always give, just if you feel like giving us a hand up at collectedworkshops.com/donate. And we sure do appreciate all of you guys.
We do. And so to close too, we regularly pray for our listeners in general, but if you have a very specific need, I know so many of you out there do right now. I mean, we all do right now. Please email us hello@collectedworkshops.com and we will pray for those specific things by name. And we would just love to encourage you and just be there to support you in that way too. So email us anytime. We all have access to that email account and we all check it. So we would really, really love to connect with you on a deeper level.
Definitely.
I just want to read something over all of us before we go.
Okay.
So number 6, verses 24 through 26 says, "The Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face shine on you and be gracious to you. The Lord turn his face towards you and give you peace." So,
Amen.
Michaela, I literally just hand lettered that. So
On that candle for the giveaway.
And it's on a candle.
that's one of my favorites.
If listeners out there, if you want an 8x10 digital download print, I will send it to you for free.
Oh.
If you want a hard copy print, you can buy one. But if you want the digital download, email me again, hello@collectedworkshops.com, and I'll send you that file over for free. And it's just black and white, so you can print it easily at home.
So cool.
And I'd love to give that to you.
Thank you. Hey, I was going to mention one more thing too, and I forgot earlier. If you guys are having a hard time managing like soul care practices, like checking in with yourself, I put out a blog post back, I think at the beginning. I think the slug is like survival mode. So tiamcnelly.com/blog/survival-mode. We can link to that too. But it's basically 4 really simple practices, one for your heart, one for your mind, one for your spirit, and one for your body, to really check in with and take care of your soul during this time. I think it's more important now than ever. So please, there's a free worksheet. There's another freebie there for you guys. If you check out that blog post, you can download like a brain dump worksheet, basically. Clear your mind. I made it sound nicer. So go check that out if that's something that you need. And you can also email me always at hello@tiamcnelly.com if there's anything that I can do to serve you or pray for you about.
Awesome.
All right, you guys, we love you, listeners. Be safe out there, and we'll be back in 2 weeks.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to the Collected Podcast. Be sure to subscribe, rate, and review. And if you like what you've heard, we'd love it if you would help spread the word. You can follow Collected on social media at Collected Workshops. The Collected Podcast is also on Patreon at patreon.com/The Collected Podcast. That's Patreon. Become a patron for as little as $1 a month to gain access to bonus content, early bird ticket sales, exclusive contests, and more. You can also find Tia at Tia McNelly Notes, Jess at Spreza Foundry, and Michaela at the Creative Space NC. Collected proudly supports and partners with Flourish Kenya, a nonprofit working to prevent and support unplanned adolescent pregnancy in rural Kenya. Learn more at flourishkenya.org. The Collected podcast is recorded and edited by Jacob Early. Music is by Asaf Alam.